In today's training, I'm going to share with you how you can make your life more sacred, improve your relationships, and find greater appreciation and gratitude in the everyday parts of your life. Many of us, we get numb and we feel we lost the lust of life. And so if you feel that way, this is the training for you. And just know, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is one of many live trainings I do in my online private coaching community, the Empower Me Academy, where I help people overcome their past, heal, change their mindset so they can transform their future. If you are interested in learning more about the community, watch till the end, and then you can book a free consult with me to discuss your individual situation so I can help you get to the place in life that you want to be. With that said, let's get into the training on how you can make life sacred with me, Dr. Haldane Freeman, physiotherapist and sex and empowerment coach. So, for starters, what does the word sacred mean? Well, sacred often is associated with church and God, which is true. But something sacred is also holy. It can be devoted to religious ceremony, connected with God, or just simply something worthy of awe, respect, and reverence. Sacredness is often subjective based on your culture and what you value. What I value as an American might be very different than what someone in a South American tribe might value and find sacred. But it doesn't mean that anything else has less sacredness than the other. This is often created based upon your conditioning, your programming, and your education when you grow up. Now, I want to share with you some things that are typically viewed as sacred, and these are places that I have actually visited in the world. So on the left, this is a temple that I went to in Mongolia. It's from ancient Mongolia during the Genghis Khan era, and it was beautiful. And most of us know if you go to a temple or a church, the Taj Mahal, for example, they are very sacred places. And so you don't run around screaming, rolling in the grass, letting your dogs poop everywhere. You show respect, right? You show up, maybe you take your shoes off, you follow the rules. Some places you can't bring in cameras because they are sacred. They are deserving of reverence and respect. And when you're in there, you don't go running around, you move through it slowly. Okay? Same thing on the right. That is in Japan, in Hiroshima, where the atomic bomb first went off. And that is called the A-bomb historical site. Now, when you go there, you feel the energy that you are looking at something that transformed this entire city and took a ton of lives. And so you feel the sacredness of this place, that it is a historical landmark with significant historical context. And so when you're there, you stay off the grass. You can't help but stand there and look in awe of this standing building that made sure to maintain its structure after one of the greatest bombs to ever go off in time. So you show respect, you show awe. You don't go rolling around in the grass, as I said. These sacred as well. Is this waterfall that I went to in Taiwan sacred? Somewhere where it's natural and there's not a lot of people. And do you go leaving your garbage there or disrespecting it by peeing in the water or doing different things? No, it's nature. You try to show respect for it, for its beauty and for what it provides the people there, this fresh mineral water. The same thing on the right with this elephant that I met in a sanctuary in Thailand, that this beautiful creature is a sacred being, a sacred form of life. That when you are in the presence of it, you can't just help but be in awe that this creature actually exists and is so friendly and fun to be around. That you show it respect, right? You can't even imagine trying to hurt these things, even though there are people out there who do hurt these beautiful creatures to make money or to eat. So I view them as sacred. The question is, do you? But what about these as well? On the left, this is when I went to the Dharavi slum in Mumbai, India, one of the biggest slums in the entire world, where so much of our garbage goes to for recycling, where lots of products are made, but people are very poor and live in horrid conditions. And when I was there, I got to walk through this community, seeing where people lived. And when I did that, I wasn't taking pictures and making like this is a spectacle and that these people are like a zoo attraction. No, that this is a sacred place, that I walked in there with respect, with respect for these people because they have an experience of life that is so different that I would love to learn from, that I am in awe of these people and their resilience to live this life. And this is the guide who grew up there and currently lives there, who I had so much respect for her experience and her knowledge and what she could teach me. And so I viewed her and that experience as a sacred place. And on the right, this dessert that I had in India, which was specially made in this restaurant when I asked what they had. He wanted to make me something special. And although it's just a small dish, many of us tend to rush through the things we eat. We don't truly savor them. And we were often distracted, being on our phone, talking to other people, instead of really being present with this dessert in this specific place. That this was a sacred moment for me. And I really appreciated it and was very present eating it to really indulge and enjoy it. And so that brings me to here. If all those things can be sacred, if we can view them with respect and reverence and awe of how beautiful they are, that they are forms of life, that they bring so much knowledge and experience that we can learn from, what about him? And if you don't know, that's me. That's a picture of me in Colombia. What about him? Does he deserve respect and reverence and awe? Is he a sacred being? Is his life sacred? That is up to you. For some people, they don't view other people's lives as sacred. And that's why they have no problem taking people's lives and killing them, because there's other more important things such as money. But in my opinion, I believe my life is sacred, that I have a unique experience in this life, that I bring a unique energy and knowledge and a way of energy that I could bring into this world that impacts people. Is that sacred? And if so, what about you? Do you treat yourself with respect and reverence and awe? Do you treat the people in your life with respect and reverence? Do you view them as sacred forms of life, sacred beings that bring you and give you love and different forms of connection? Do you view yourself in that way? Or do you treat yourself like you're just a piece of garbage on the street? Because that's the real question. Because there are so many things that we can view as sacred. And it's all based upon your opinion and your subjective view of the world. That could be the food you eat for the nutrition that it provides you. The sun and the rain. Because people in Africa, when they have a drought, they find the rain to be sacred because it brings them life and it brings food. And people in Washington State, where it's always raining, find the sun to be sacred, that they are so grateful and appreciative on the days that there are sun because it rains and it's so cloudy. What about your bedroom? Do you treat it as a sacred space, or is it dirty, clothes all over the place, a mess? What about the water you drink that keeps you alive? The clothes that you wear? The community that you're a part of? Your children? Your favorite sports team stadium that provides you so much entertainment and a feeling of home and community? Medication that keeps you alive or helps you not feel the pain of some illnesses that you are working through? Healthcare. Your phone even. Your phone can be a sacred piece of technology, or this computer right here. The fact that I have Zoom where I can provide you this training across the world, wherever you are, that you can watch this and gain knowledge and experience from me and share my teachings. When 20 years ago, we couldn't do that. Is this sacred? And can we show respect for these things instead of look at them as these minute things that don't matter? And where does sacredness end? Well, the truth is, sacredness ends when you choose it is. It is your choice to determine when something is sacred and when something isn't. And so I bring this to you to say, many of us do not view a lot of things in life as sacred. But what if you began to? What if you began to view a lot of the little things in life as sacred? Because if other human beings can find something sacred, does that change how you will view it? When I go to Japan and I visited the temples and know how important these places are to these people, it makes me understand the sacred nature of it. When I go to India, they view the cow as a sacred animal, and that's why they don't eat it. Do I go trying to find a restaurant to try and cut up cow and eat it there? No. Do I eat it outside of India? Yeah, but in India, I respect that. Not only because I don't want to go to jail, but because they view it as a sacred animal. And when I'm on the beach and there's cows everywhere, I make sure to pet them and be in awe of them. And so how can we be in reverence of sacredness? Not only of the food we eat, the experiences we have, the relationships we have, the people in our life, and ourselves. How can we be in reverence in a daily basis to find greater love in every moment, gratitude and appreciation? Well, it takes being slow. It takes being present. To not rush through your food or rush through a conversation or be distracted with your phone and TV while you're trying to have a conversation with someone. It requires acknowledging and providing your full attention when someone is sharing a vulnerable story and wanting to be heard and seen. To be present. To give them your full eye contact and say, I am here with you, and not looking over into the corner because there's something else that feels more important than you right now. Listening. Showing respect and compassion, that when you show up to a temple, that you follow the rules, you take your hat off, you take your shoes off, you bow before you enter. How can we view people in our lives and ourselves like a temple? How can we show up in each other's lives like we are in the presence of sacred beings? And that's by being a beacon of love, by showing up with your heart center, by bringing your heart into everything that you do. And that includes me doing that in this training with you. That I am bringing my full capacity to you right now because this brings me so much passion. Because I want you to feel the lust for life again. I want you to feel the fire. Because I've been numb and it sucks. It does not feel good. No one wants to feel numb. We want to feel the passion in life. And the way you do that is beginning to look at the things that we oftentimes forget about or overlook, such as a meal that satisfies us and brings us nutrition so that we can be mentally and physically healthy, so that we can show our partner or our mother or our friend the respect and appreciation that they deserve for providing us love and connection and support, for showing animals appreciation for when they provide us food, for when we eat them, that we show respect and gratitude, like thank you for your life because your life is sacred and it keeps my life alive. That is how we show greater reverence and respect for the things in our lives. And that is how you, as an individual, can start showing that for yourself. That you start showing yourself this amount of respect and reverence. That you stop telling yourself terrible things. Because if you can recognize all of these other parts of your life and of the world as being sacred and other human beings in your life, then you can start treating yourself the same way. As a form of life, as a form of God, whatever your faith is, that you came into existence, and you should find the lust for that again and the love for yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this lecture. Please comment below and let me know your thoughts, what you view as sacred and how you view yourself. And is this shifting how you are going to go about your day-to-day life? Are you going to slow down? Are you going to be present? Or are you going to continue shoving food down your throat and forgetting what it tastes like? Or being on your phone while you're talking to a friend? Or not being fully present by being distracted by the TV? Or are you going to be in the bedroom with your partner and give them your full attention, eye contact, go slow, see how you can listen and allow them to be heard? That is how you find the lust for life again. So comment below, let me know your thoughts, and if you love trainings like this, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and if you want to learn more about being a part of these trainings live and being a part of my coaching community where I can provide you one-to-one support on calls, texting support, and a lot more, then click the link below this video where you can set up a free consult call, or you can DM me directly on Instagram and we can start chatting in the DMs, sharing about what your struggles are currently are and how we can meet the goals that you have for your life so you can get out of this chapter and transform your future for one that is more sacred. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next training.